Good morning. My name is Ali Jassim Mohammed Ahmed Al Hassani, and today I will be thanking you for attending this shorting DP development strategy for our manufacture resources planning subsystem. Today I will try to explain the differences between the two workloads, OLTP versus OLAP. What this has to do with the design of the MPR database, what this means for development of the system on cloud versus on-premise infrastructure, and finally SWOT analysis. That brings us to our recommended approach. The MRP system is at the center of these objectional processes of the organization. It gets constant revisions as sales orders are placed, as inventory levels shift, the delivery is made, and changes the supplier informations are made. These small but frequent updates are conducted by the OLTP environment that's responsible for processing each transaction. It's a reliable manner, and in real time OLTP system have a heavily normalized schedule so that data are avoided. They need to properly ACID complement, as the impact of any inconsistency is felt straight away in the production or planning or customer commitment. For those reasons, OLTP database cannot tolerate latency above a few milliseconds, and most effectively handle currency by large numbers of estimations user. And then the OLAP environment meets a different need. Managers need to have knowledge regarding long-term trends in performance of suppliers, aging of interventions, accuracy of forecasts, and reliability of delivery to customers. These analysis empty scanning large amounts of data and complex aggregations which cannot be used for operational system. OLP therefore uses a remanaged star schema which improves the performance of criteria and executes by simplifying joins as well, allowing advanced optimisms such as filtering and columnar storage. Because of the lack of requirement real-time data, OLAP may populate by the daily and the ETL process that will extract the operational data, structure it for analyzing any load in a sole reporting database. And we will have to talk about the gathering security considerations for the two different environments. Various OLTP usually provide right access to risk of accidental modifications or privileged user. To mitigate the risk, encryption's role based on access control and audit logging necessary. OLAP offers low risk profile because it read only, nevertheless need the comply of GDPR by making sure that personal identifiers are masked during ETL process are aggregated. About scalability and performance, the difference in OLTP and OLAP is another reason to further improve the requirement of architectural separation. OLTP must always have available it should be always available because for supporting production and order fulfillment monthly. MRP patch runs pose burdens of heavy combinational loads that may interrupt operational activities. If they were run under the same environment concurrently, the cloud-hosted OLAP platforms have classic dramatically without losing the responsive of the transaction environment. The development environment in the form of the cloud of an prem has a direct hearing of those performance characteristics. Cloud platforms offer intermediate backup, security frameworks, identity management, and encryption service. They are especially made available for OLAP as they have on-prem system, however, provide determinist latency, which is useful for factory automation system. They also provide control over hardware and network configuration and data redundancy. Complete control with it, so it should not be a problem. These trade-offs are shown with greater detail by SWOT analysis. Could cloud system exhibit their strengths in terms of scalability, security of integration, and cost-effective redundancy, while being hampered by their dependence, or intact while being hampered by their dependence or internet. The risk, vendor lock-in and continued cost, financial investment to the infrastructure, and limited scalability. Opportunities in the cloud are more recommended and planning and prevention based on AI, but on-prem opportunities are much more about integration with specialized equipment. The threats include cybersecurity and failure or skill shortage when it comes to on-premise deployments. To conclude with the hybrid approach is suggested, OLTP functions should be kept on-prem or in a private cloud for a low latency and operational resiliency, as well as to maintain control over its governance. OLAP functions should be deployed in the cloud space to take advantage of the elastic computer capabilities, advanced analysis, and large-scale storage. This balanced architect helps to meet the two concerning needs, both the timing and the requirement of optimal needs, as well as analytic decision-making requirements. It's well supported. And thank you. That's all for today.